Hundreds of people from the tourism industry all across Africa have gathered here in the capital of Botswana, Gaborone, to take part in the African Leadership Tourism Forum, all with one common aim and objective to promote the Destination Africa agenda. The Africa Tourism Leadership Forum, ALTF, is the only Pan-African dialogue platform that brings together key public and private sector leaders and other stakeholders from across Africa and the rest of the world's travel, tourism, hospitality, and aviation sectors to share insights, devise strategies for intra-Africa and tourism growth and network while enhancing the brand equity of Destination Africa. Speaking at a press briefing, Chief Executive Officer of Africa Tourism Partners, the organizers of the event, Kwache Donko, urged various African tourism boards to decentralize the operations within Africa.
What are we doing? So the tourism boards, unfortunately, they are not in the room, also need to change the mindset around it. And a lot of them, you see, they have offices in Germany, they have offices in Europe, and you have office in Ghana. What are we doing in Ghana? They don't have an office in Ghana. But they are able to pay dollars and pounds. And if you see the arrivals that come there and you work in the economy, sometimes it doesn't make sense. So there is a lot more than what meets the eye. And I think there is a lot of, and that is why we do what we do, and that's why we have ATLF to have opportunity to talk about these things. I hope that responds to the questions.
Okay. On the first day, there were masterclass sessions, business-to-business sessions, and many other activities carefully designed to enhance participants' knowledge and equip them with the tools to transform their countries into tourism hubs in Africa. Director of Trade in Services Investment, IPR, and Digital Trade at the African Continental Free Trade Area, Emily Mburu Indoria, stated that the African Union is working to implement the Yamoussoukro decision, which will improve air transport links, enabling faster and more efficient movement of goods and people across the continent, thereby supporting trade and tourism.
And in this case, the air transport. And here, the AU, the African Union, actually does have a program to have the single African air transport market. And under that program, there is actually a secretariat that is working towards ensuring that we implement what we call the Yamoussoukro Agreement, where countries have agreed to liberalize even their traffic rights in such a way that you can actually be able to have more transport or more connectivities and picking within countries. And an example can be the way to the Kenya Airways to West Africa. There is a flight that goes through Ghana, so they can pick passengers in Accra and then take the passengers to Monrovia or to Dakar in Senegal, and then pick other passengers there, drop them in Accra on the way back to Nairobi. So those are just the different agreements that are covered in terms of ensuring that we allow for more traffic movement in the continent.
In December, people from the diaspora and other parts of the world flock to Ghana to experience the festivities, celebrations, and cultural events that bring the country to life. The Beyond the Return initiative, particularly Dirty December, has prominently placed Ghana on the African destination map. As Ghana prepares for the December elections, some may wonder how the celebrations will unfold. Deputy Tourism Minister Marco Krikumante is urging political parties to avoid statements that could heighten the country's political tensions and potentially discourage visitors. He made these remarks on the sidelines of the event.
Yes, in the next few months we are going for elections, which will somehow fuse itself with what people will come in for in December. It is up to us as a country not to create tension, not to say things that put people off, not to create an environment that comes across as toxic, so that it does not affect people who want to visit. And so it is up to us as a people how we decide to go around it. We are known for peaceful elections over the years. I'm not thinking that this will be exceptional. We are going to do what we know how to do best in December. We are peaceful people. We hand over beautifully. We believe in democracy, and we're going to do it again. And so if we the leaders, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, John, the ex-president John Dramani Mahama, they decide, and the other people who are also coming on board. I'm mentioning these two because we know the competition is between the two. And so if they decide to call for peace, they decide to go decorum with the whole thing that we're going to do, I'm sure that the one who is coming to party in December, it doesn't really care who the president is. His interest or her interest will be a peaceful Ghana that you can have your fun in December as usual.